Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 to show you a fun new project. So please, if you're joining, let me know if my volume sounds okay. I know last Tuesday it was a little weird. I have no idea, like a robot or something. I did reconnect everything, re-updated everything, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that it is working okay, but definitely let me know. So on Thursday, I didn't realize until about 4 hours after I posted that I wasn't going live, I put I wasn't going to be alive today. So I did fix it. Yes, I am alive, just barely, but I am here. Sorry for the late notice on canceling on Thursday, but my daughter did have her baby, so my other daughter and I were taking dinner over to them Thursday. So I didn't want to cut it too close on having to leave the snuggles of the baby and come home to do the live. So that's why I just went ahead and canceled it. But she had a little baby boy. He was 7 pounds, 6 ounces. Carson Price is his name. He is doing good. Mama's doing good. And so is Daddy. So yes, and then work, and then today I burned myself really bad. I'm pretty sure I got 3rd-degree burns, if not worse, on my foot. So my foot is elevated right now, so if you see me wobbling, that is why. I can't have it down for very long because it starts hurting again. It's kind of the weirdest thing. But like everything else, we get through all of this, and everybody has problems, right? It's always what my husband says. So hopefully you guys had a good day. I didn't get any time in the craft room besides getting our Facebook Live together. But other than that, hopefully I can get out here on Thursday when I am off. So let's point you over. Good evening, Valerie. Does the volume sound okay? I hope we're not going to have the same issues as we did on Tuesday. I am just going to make sure we are live. And yeah, there we go. Everything looks good. So today's card is going to be using up some designer series paper that is retiring. This is fresh as a daisy. It's the 12 by 12 designer series paper. And I have lots of scraps. So why don't we start using them up? Okay, thank you, Valerie. Thanks. I was worried about the sound. So we're going to do another card using lots of scraps. So that's the paper. Let me bring in the stamp set I decided to use is Happy Little Things. It has coordinating dies. These little dies are so stinking cute. It's kind of strange them not being the size of the stamp set, but I like how itty bitty they are. So we have Celebrate, Wishing, Love, and You, Comfort and Strength. You're incredible. You did it. Literally, it is a great little set, and it is an online exclusive. You're not going to find this in any of the catalogs, but I love how it has the 2-step stamping. On a couple of my cards, I did do the Celebrate. I did the 2-step stamping on it, and then for a couple of the other ones, I was like, what's it going to look like if I don't do the 2-step stamping? And I don't think I like it any better, but I don't like it any worse. So we're just going to do the Celebrate today, and we're going to do the best day ever. So you can use that for a birthday, you can use it for a retirement, really a baby, any occasion, the best day ever. So that's the stamp set. Let me bring in the cards. I've already made a ton of them, because when I start something, I can't just make one. I have to make a million. So this is using the Fresh as a Daisy Designer Series paper, and I'm going to show you how to get this little ombre look. And then the best day ever is underneath. So there's that one. It's kind of the same one, but you can kind of tell I used the Lemon Lolly to go on the outside of it. I don't know if the video is going to show that. But this one definitely was a massive kind of ombre look. I loved how this one turned out. But I was super sad I didn't do one of these for the live. I did a couple of the other ones. But I really liked the way this one turned out. And then I loved the way this one turned out as well, having the 2 different colors in your Celebrates. So that's what we're going to be playing with. So let's do the Boho Blue one first. Let's get all of our parts and pieces. So I have a piece of our thick basic white, and this measures 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. Hello, Mary, welcome. I'm just gonna fold this in half, give this a good crease, and actually we don't need to set it aside because we can just glue these pieces down. So I have 2 pieces of designer series paper. I chose to go a little bit darker behind and lighter up front, but you can definitely mix and match if you want to. You can have more tone on tone, but I liked the way this looked. And they're both the same size. It's 3 inches by 4 inches. So if it's directional specific, just make sure you're cutting it to go vertical at the 3-inch mark and then cut the opposite side at 4-inch. So the gluing and everything is super easy and quick. Good evening, Marie. Welcome. I thought I got the booger off the end of this, but I guess I didn't. There it goes. There. So I'm just going to put some adhesive on the back, and this one I'm going to glue right in the center. We're going to flip this over, add some adhesive to this side, and I'm just going to offset this just a smidgen, just so you can see both sides of the paper. So that is really it for the designer series paper and the card. The magic happens with these 2 little pieces. So this piece is 3/4 of an inch long by 3 3/4. And this little guy is the die. So I just cut these pieces out. You could use either one of them, but I chose the little smaller one. So let's bring in your Celebrate stamp sets, or your Celebrate stamp, and we are going to do Boho Blue. And even though there isn't Blueberry Bushel in the designer series paper, I thought the colors paired well. So that's why I decided to do these colors. You are going to want to have a piece of scratch paper beside you. And of course, I don't have any scratch paper beside me. So we are going to improvise and find a piece. And wouldn't you, oh, you know what? I do have a little sticky note up here. We're just going to use the sticky notes. Okay. Sticky note will work if you don't have a piece of scratch paper. So I'm going to take the Celebrate, and when you're doing the ombre, you're going to always stamp with the lightest color first. Hello, Teresa. I miss you too. And hello, Linda. Welcome. So we're doing an ombre. So the ombre, you always want to stamp with the lighter color first. Now, I have done this a couple times before the live, so I know my Boho Blue is super duper juicy. So I want to stamp off on it first because I want to get the lighter color at the bottom. And I should have brought over the piece that I did where I didn't stamp off on it, and it really looked like the same color. So, but I just know mine is super juicy. So I'm going to ink this up, and I'm just going to come over here and stamp off on it. And then I'm going to bring in my, what color is it? Blueberry Bushel. And I'm just going to ink up half of the stamp. And then you can come in and lay this in the center. We're going to do this a couple times with a couple different colors also. And then you're just going to press down, and there you go. So I will flip this over, and I'll show you what I mean. Always clean your stamp set off before you do it again because you don't want your Blueberry Bushel to cross-contaminate. So I'm just going to do this full strength. So if you know that your pads are juicy, you can even tell by looking at the stamp that it's super juicy. So now I'm just going to stamp half, and I'm going to flip this over and just use the back side. It's going to get glued down so nobody's going to even see it. Okay, you see how it's pretty much the same color and you can't really tell that it's an ombre? You can a little bit, but it's definitely not as pronounced as that side. So if you do it and you realize it's not how you want it exactly, it's okay to stamp off first. Okay, I'm going to clean these so I don't mess up again. So there's that one. Let's bring this in. And I think I want to do it in the blueberry bushel. Okay, so I'm going to ink up the best day ever. Stamp that right in the center, clean that off. And now it's really putting this together. That is how easy this card is. And we're using up lots of scraps. So I'm going to put 3 dimensionals on this guy just because it's a little bit long and we don't want anything sagging. So this is going to go right in the center. And then I flip that over. And I don't have any mini dimensionals over here, which is so weird because that's usually all I have over there. So let me grab some off of my table. My table is not a mess, so I knew exactly where they were at. So I'm going to put a couple mini ones on this guy. And I'm just going to tuck this up right underneath. And then we have, it's a little bit thicker than our twine. I don't know exactly the name of it, but it's definitely a little bit thicker and a little bit more coarse. But I went ahead and tied a couple little bows, and I'm just going to attach that with a mini glue dots. But I thought this was cute and different and a little fun. And I know we haven't done ombre stamping in a while. You can add some rhinestones if you wanted to as well, but I just wanted to keep it super simple and sweet. Okay, let's do the Pretty Peacock and Azure Afternoon. Those are definitely some wonky colors, but it turned out really good. So I'm going to fold, give that a good crease. I don't have to set it aside like I usually do. And you can pick, oh, those are both the same side. So you can actually, let me see what this looks like. Let's grab another piece. Oh, that's 2 tone on tone, I think. I think I like that better. Good evening, Carol. Welcome. You can join anytime. So glue this down into the center. And then we're going to glue this just kind of catty-cornered. And let's do another ombre. I think the ombre is the best part of this. Okay, so I'm going to open up the Azure Afternoon and the Pretty Peacock. I've already cleaned my stamp, and the Azure Afternoon is not too dark, so I don't have to stamp off once. Okay, so I'm going to ink up the entire image, and then I'm going to come over here and just ink up half of it. You can do a little bit more than half if you want. Do whatever you want. Stamp this in the center. There we go. And that one I should have gotten a little bit more of, it wasn't quite at half, but I like it. So that's all that matters. If you like it, go with it. And I'm going to do this one in Azure Afternoon. There we go. Set those aside. Actually, I don't have any more in this color to do, so I can close these inks up. Let's bring all of these in, flip them over, grab the mini glue dots, and then switch over to your big mini glue dots, mini dimensionals, and then switch over to your larger dimensionals. Story of my life, I say the opposite of what I am meaning to say. there's slots. There we go. And I have one of these bows, and these are the current in colors. So they are not retiring. They are keeping those around. So if you like them, you can still order them. The designer series paper is being discontinued. It is on clearance for $10 right now for the entire pack. And I did put a link before I went live if anybody needs anything. So let's do one or two more. Let's just do a little bit of stamping. So I have two pieces. Actually, I have a couple pieces of scrap. I brought extra over in case I messed up. So actually, let's do both of them. Let's just do a little bit of playing. So this is the Celebrate, but this is the outer piece. This isn't just the filler. So I'm going to stamp this in, I think, Blueberry Bushel. Yep. Okay, that's stamped in Blueberry Bushel. And then I'm going to come in with the, there it is, Boho Blue. Make sure I clean this off really good. And I'm going to ink up my Celebrate. And I want to stamp off because it's a little too bright for me. And then I'm going to ink up in Blueberry Bushel. I have no idea why I cannot remember that name. I'm going to pull it out of camera focus for just a second, just so I can see it. And hopefully I can get it to stamp right. There we go. So I think you can tell a difference with it being outlines. It does make it a little bit more crisp and bold, but I also like it that way. I wouldn't, if I got this card, I wouldn't actually say anything negative about it to begin with because I think it is super cute. But if I'm going to make a bunch of them, I think either way would be fine. Okay, let's do that again. Let's do it in, let's do the outside in the Boho Blue. Perfect. And then let's do the inside in both of these colors. I think why mine is so juicy is I don't think I've used it that much. So I think once we start using them, they won't be as juicy, so you might not have to do this to stamp off. Oh, that one I didn't get much. Let's do that again. I don't think that was very straight. Okay. I'm going to pull it off camera just so I can kind of see it and try to stamp in the center. There we go. These are so fun. Okay, so I happen to have Berry Burst sitting over here just because I was writing out some of my birthday cards for April. I'm a little late. And let's play with Berry Burst. Okay, so let's do the outside in Berry Burst. And remember, when you're doing the two-tone, you do need a lighter color. You can't really do too light colors because you're going to cross-contaminate your ink. And I am really big on trying not to cross-contaminate our ink unless I'm purposely doing it. And right now, I am purposely doing it. Hopefully that gets in the center. There we go. Okay, I probably could do this all day long. It is actually a lot of fun. So you can do this with the Celebrate, the Wishing, the Love, and the You. Literally all of these things can be ombre like this. Hopefully I'm using the right term. Is it called an ombre? Or is ombre more than two colors? I don't know. But I think it is super stinking cute and definitely fun. Okay, since we have these two done, I won't be able to use the Berry Burst because I don't have any cardstock that matches it beside me. But I can at least get these two put together. Since I have everything here, I'm going to do it sometime this week anyway. So we might as well just do it on the live. And we'll do them both simultaneously. So it'll go quicker. Okay, start with just a plain-esque, a plain-ish background. It doesn't really have to be plain. You could do cardstock. You could emboss your cardstock if you don't have enough designer series paper to do the two overlays. Possibilities are endless. Literally endless. This is going to go catty cornered over. Good evening, Martine. Thank you. It's something different. And it's something fun. I thought I was going to put that on upside down. And it's fast. And sometimes we need that in life. Okay, so let's do these two pieces. Grab the large. Put 3 on. 3 is probably overkill, but I don't think 2 is quite enough. And these are actually from the Paper Pumpkin kit, so it's actually a little bit thicker than our normal ones. So I'm going to put that right there. And this stamp set and die is an online exclusive. So if you're just joining and you're wondering where I got the stamp set from, it is an online exclusive set. It's called Happy Little Things. And I did put the name of the stamp set in before I went live. So you can always go back to that if you don't want to rewatch the video. But I would love for you guys to rewatch the videos because I am so close to having, I don't know, almost 4,000 hours watched on my YouTube. So I definitely appreciate it if you guys would watch lots of my videos. So I'll put some mini dimensionals. And then all we have to do is put our little bows on, and I will bring all of these cards back in. And literally, this took me no time at all. I got home from work, and after I burned myself, I did a phone call with the nurse, and then I took a nap because I was just mentally exhausted. And my foot hurts. So there's the lat bow. And then there's that one. So there we go. We are all done. Let me just get all of this fun stuff out of the way. Yes, hi Tracy, good evening. After all of my Facebook Lives, I upload all of my videos to YouTube. So yes, you can definitely find my YouTube channel. I believe it's just Creating with Sarah, or Creating with Sarah Edwards. I can't remember exactly. But yes, all of my videos are on YouTube. So here are all of the fun cards we just put together. We didn't make all of these. I did make a few of them prior to going live. But it is so easy to use up your scraps and make beautiful cards to send to your amazing friends. So there you go. Hopefully you guys liked it. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me find my button to get you back over. So thanks so much for joining me. If you need anything, please feel free to reach out. The clearance items did go on sale today. So this Daisy, I think it's called Daisy, designer series paper is $10 right now. Once things are gone, they are gone. They may come back if they get an extra shipment, but 99% of the time, it is while supplies last. So if you need anything, please feel free to reach out. If not, I will see everybody on Thursday. And tomorrow, I will post pictures of the new baby. Bo and I are going over there tomorrow morning. So once we both can get some cute little pictures with him, I will do some posting of it. But anyways, thanks for joining, and we will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.